in Vinny's words, I would describe my music and his music as, how would I get this right? Somebody asked me that the other day and I came out with it really well. Psychedelic, song-based art rock. That's Vinny's description.
Yeah, I mean it's hard, isn't it, describing music?
How would you describe it? I mean, it's melodic, it's accessible. I mean,
it's kind of song-based. It's fairly lyrical. It's got twists and turns, hasn't it? In terms of, it's a little bit storyish, a little bit about the past, a little bit.
I couldn't sort of pigeonhole it, as it were. I mean, you listen to some bands, and it's very definitely that band from the start of an album to the end. I think we've developed a sound, and it really is Parlour Flame sound now. Throughout the recording process, which is different ideas we've tried, and it's sort of the way I play and the way Vinny plays and the way we work and we come together in the studio. We have to, without consciously thinking about it, we've developed a sound, and it is our band's sound. It's definitely got a sound. You know, you listen to it, and once people are familiar with the band, they say, you know, yeah, that's Parlour Flames. I know about the sound, but I think each song's very different as well. You know, there's a song called Sunday Afternoon, which I've always said just sounds like a French pop song. You can imagine what a French classic pop song would sound like. It's got that sound, it's got that feel.
It's got brassiness.
The brassiness and sort of like drums and bouncing along this. Yeah. I'd describe it as French pop, but then some of the real big anthemic sort of walls of, you know, of course, it's all very, you know, all songs are very different, but they've all got, there's a real thread running through it. That's us, you know.
Approaching the songs, well, we both had ideas, musical, lyrical. Sometimes they were fairly well formed, sometimes less so. So we kind of ended up with some sharing our best bits with each other and kind of fusing and creating new stuff. I mean, some of the songs I brought in were fairly complete in terms of lyrics, because I've done the lyrics, but also Bone had a whole raft of ideas that he'd got musically, which we kind of then, which I then added words to, and we kind of tweaked around with arrangements.
I mean, some have changed beyond recognition. Some of the songs, you know, they started out as an idea. Song called Get in the Van. I had a real particular idea in my head how it was going to sound. It was sort of like, well, it's a keyboard driven through an amp, and it was going to be a real. That was the basis of that song, and we originally started recording it that way. You did a bit of sort of guiding vocal, but it's completely changed beyond.
Yeah. From you had the template for Get in the Van. We then brought the lyrics in. We then sang it in a completely different way, and then somehow we kind of remodeled it, probably based on Shay's drums.
Yeah.
Shay came in and turned it into a kind of gave it more of a psychedelic feel.
We've tried to do, and we did that. We said from the start, let's try. I mean, originally we were going to try and play everything, drums, the lot.
Cellos, I don't think.
We weren't going to touch cellos, but we tried to play as many musical instruments, even down to the xylophone and the stylophone. We should try the telephone, maybe. We've not tried that, anything ending in phone, but we've tried to play as much as we can, i.e. keyboards, pianos, you know, synthesizer parts, xylophones, stylophones, vocals.
Bass. We did a lot of bass.
Bass, the majority of the bass we've done ourselves, and guitars. But on drums, we've got Shay Beresford on drums, who's a fully fledged member of the band. He's played with Badly Drawn Boy, amongst others. Kappa Cayley, he's played a lot with. I mean, he's done a lot of session work throughout Manchester, he's very well known. And Ollie Collins on bass for the live setup. He's just recorded one track in the studio actually, pop music, football and girls. He did Lonely Girls and Horses. So he played on 2 tracks in the studio, so he's part of the live setup as well. Again, he's played with Badly Drawn Boy, Iron Clue, I think he played with. Cherry Ghost, yeah. And we've got Bob Marsh on the record on trumpets and flugelhorn, who's done a bit of work with Iron Clue, amongst others. Badly Drawn Boy again, I think he's played with. Seems to have pitched Badly Drawn Boy's bandit.
We've got Anna from Samson and Delilah.
Anna, with the unpronounceable surname from Samson and Delilah, she provides backing vocals in a couple of songs and flutes.
Her flute playing is proper out there psychedelic.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's perfect for our sound, I think, as well. And And on cello we've got
Sime Wu.
Sime Wu.
She's played on Vinny albums in the past, and she's a great player, isn't she?
She was great, yeah.
We had quite an emotional day listening to cello.
Buckets of tears.
It was buckets of tears to cellos. Yeah, it's great.